Aaron's drunk.
No, not. We back for episode 1500.
1100. 700.
Yes. Do y'all like the shirts?
Oh, yeah.
Men.
Y'all see, we're doing the branding thing.
Shake
Back
your titties.
again. All right. Sex shells.
Yes.
Back with some more branding. But yeah, we're back. Thank y'all for tuning in. If
Yes.
y'all been watching this long, clearly y'all love us because we don't be talking about shit.
Yes, we do. You always say that.
We don't be talking about shit.
Guess what? No matter what you're doing, keep going.
That's her catchphrase now.
That's our catchphrase.
She's real. Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
it's-
She's very motivating. That's her catchphrase now.
yeah. So,
But yeah, we was just talking, last episode, we really was on the topic of relationships. And I remember first episode when we first started doing this, we said we weren't finna be sitting up talking about niggas all day long. And we weren't finna be in our feelings all day long. But it just seems to me that that's all anybody ever want to talk about because love makes the world go round. Everybody got a problem, a love issue, a relationship that they need to work on, something that they want.
yeah.
That's what y'all like to
Because
hear.
after you've lived your life, you made your money, and you go to work, you come home, then that's what you got to talk about in the end.
You still want someone at the end of the day. So,
I don't want nobody.
excuse. You said you don't what?
I don't want anybody. I'm good. I'm doing me. I'm like, I can do all bad by myself. I be looking at shit around me, and I'm just like, why the hell would I want to be in a relationship?
Okay, Aaron.
'Cause why would
don't
I
take
want-
it too far.
No.
Don't take it too far.
This
I'm
is
all for the self. I'm dating myself. I'm celibate. I'm
No.
focusing on me. I'm getting to know me. I'm dating me. But don't do that.
No, it's really real.
There's
because,
nothing wrong with wanting to be loved and
it's
loving.
Real. It's real because
Everyone wants to be loved.
I built this strong relationship with the Lord, and
Oh
I
my
just,
God.
I just have this thing where it's just like,
Now she finna say she finna just adopt some cats.
well, I just have this thing that's like, ain't none of these niggas God.
What does that mean?
So why?
Don't take it too far. Don't take it too far. But I want to know, what is that supposed to mean?
Why would I catch feelings?
Why would I catch feelings for somebody that's not God? Is that where you're going with this? Okay, so as you can see, Erin's been single for a very long time. Her mind is starting to get distorted. She's, kind of a little bitter, but she's been through some things. We still love her the same regardless. I don't really know what she meant by the comment.
No.
If these niggas ain't God, they don't matter. I don't really know what she meant by that, but I love God all the same, so I'm not gonna say much more on that topic. We're just gonna move on because I don't know what you really meant by that.
What I'm saying is it's like, why?
Why? What?
Why would I want to be with anybody? It's me, the Lord. I don't. He's the only one that give me joy.
You're really making me look like a bad person because it's like I'm like making fun of you for loving the Lord, but I'm not. I swear I love Jesus. I love God more than anybody, but I'm just saying.
He gives me joy, so it's just like anybody else that comes in is just like, you got to give me a step under that joy.
Okay, that's real. That's real. That's not what you said at first, but
Okay, man,
I agree with that. But that's not what you said at first.
But y'all get what I'm saying? I'm just like, I done been through so many men, and just like, when I started building my relationship with God, I don't mean to just bring God in this. It's just like,
Yeah.
when I bring my relationship with God, it's just like, at the end of the day, truthfully, Jelly, I just felt like he was my rock. So it's just like,
it's kind of hard to take you serious how you're like.
I know.
talking right now,
You
but
know,
I
don't even
understand
wanna
what you're
talk about
saying.
it. I don't even want to talk about
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm not trying to make you. Now I look like I'm bullying her about her religion, y'all. That's not even the case. Like I'm literally
Friend,
fully
I know.
supporting her.
Bitch, I know.
I support you, but I'm just saying it's a little the way you kind of coming off a little strong. I hope you're not going on dates saying that. Like that's a little aggressive, but this is Atlanta. Like I know your type. You trying to play, but I know your type. I hope you ain't saying that to them niggas. I really hope. Anyway, that leads us.
I'm done.
That leads us into our real topic today, which is the question that has been asked a million times
Okay.
before. In a
Girl,
relationship,
That was funny.
In a relationship, man and woman,
Oh, shit.
who is the prize? Who is the prize? So, we both have our opinions. They're probably different because they usually are.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna
They
let
are.
Aaron
No,
answer
I
the
want
question.
you to go first.
I asked the question. You have to answer it.
I really want you to go first.
I want you to go first.
Okay.
Who is the prize
In this
the
generation.
relationship?
In
No.
this-
We're not doing that generation bullshit. I hate when people say that because
no, my opinion is only based off this generation.
I mean
And
that's all the recollection you
and-
have. You ain't been in no other generations. The fuck?
my opinion is only based off 2022. How about that?
What else you got to go off of? 1987, bitch. You weren't even born. The fuck?
Okay.
Okay. Based
For the
on
people born in 1994, the year I was born in, and
girl, she don't know what the hell was going on in
Okay.
94. She was just screaming and sucking on the titty somewhere.
Actually, 99 was a really good year. I remember that year. But anyway, that's beside the point.
It's elsewhere.
And no, because
I don't want to hear it.
Anyway.
Please don't.
Christmas. Anyway,
Rabbit holes. Rabbit holes.
basically what I'm basically trying to say
Who is the prize, man or woman?
in this generation,
Period.
the man.
Okay. And why would you say that?
Because at the end of the day, it's a million good women around here in this generation, and there's not a lot of good men. If you find a man that actually wants to settle down and be there for you and be 100% committed to you, not cheating and none of that, you have a prize. Women are out here doing that easily.
That's
Easily.
an interesting perspective.
You can find a million good women as soon as you walk out the damn store to go to fucking Chevron up the street.
That's an interesting
Okay,
perspective.
it's not a lot of good men that are out there that's ready to meet, settle down, do that. You find a good woman, you speak good game to her. You want her to do all X, Y, and Z. She is going to do that and be there. It's hard for women not to submit and not to want to be in a relationship. The men are the prize because if he comes, he's the one that wants to settle down. He's the one that's making the money. He's the one that's doing that, and he's ready to find that woman that he wants to be with.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna do that. Women, it's a million of us.
Basically,
Not
you're saying like a good woman comes a dime a dozen. Like it's a million good women. It's not a lot of good
a
men.
good man comes a dime a dozen, not a good
okay.
woman. Is that?
She's saying it back. Okay, so the other way, it's the other way around. Like I said,
Oh.
the saying a dime a dozen means it's like a lot of them. You don't never know. Y'all, she be trying to be so educated with the shit,
No,
but
it's some real shit though.
I get what
like,
you're saying, friend.
At the end of the day, I feel like in this generation, a good man that go to work, come home, want to be with one woman, want to be submitted to one woman, that want to do all that with one woman.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is hard. Us women, it's a million
you
of us.
saying that's hard for a man?
No, it's hard to find.
It's hard to find in a man. Basically, is what you're saying.
So
Okay.
at the end of the day, basically what I'm saying, you finna look at the word prize.
I
At
already
the end
did.
oh, okay.
You know that.
So at the
I'm
end of the
very
day,
literal.
at the end of the day, now when the prize comes, basically the major prize comes when you guys are married and committed, because we all equal up to different things at different times.
That's true.
Okay,
That's true.
you can have a man. Men need a woman. Let's just be honest. Like men need women because we really complete them, because they really be all out of, they be discombobulated. And it's just like they don't have no, if they be like a crash site before they meet a
So
woman.
okay, so when you say that, that give me my chance to say what I gotta say, because y'all know I'm coming with the motherfucking heat. That give me a chance to say what I have to say. So I 100% agree with what you're saying. Like I do feel like, statistically speaking, there's more women on this earth than men. I do feel like it is
That's crazy.
rare to probably find, a man that's on the same level as majority of women. If we just look at straight stats, which I'm not even like a stats person, but if we just look at straight stats, like, women, specifically black women, are like the most educated in this country as far as just like degrees, things like that, all that type of stuff. Like,
I believe it. We are the most educated. I
like we're
definitely
just the most
believe that.
educated and like just business, savvy. Of course, it's a patriarchy world ran by men. So that's just kind of like one of those things where they got a leg up on us. We didn't even really get rights to whatever year. If you want to be all technical about it. My answer to the question, who is the prize? I'm going to say women. We are the prize. I feel like we are the prize simply because if you look at the definition of prize, as I did, because I'm very literal, it's value, if you use it as a verb, value extremely highly. So as you already said, Aaron already said, it's a million women out here that's doing what they need to do, you know, handling their business, ready to submit, love the Lord, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, it's plenty of them out there. I don't feel like just because it doesn't equal up to amount of men that we need to put the men at a higher value. I feel like women still hold that position because at the end of the day, like you said, women need that divine feminine touch. Like that's not something that you can go without, I feel like, in your life and still function properly. You know, being very literal, being tactical, being skilled, being all that. Those are all traits of a man. Just being, honestly, those are more masculine traits. Yeah. But being nurturing, being caring, being understanding, being empathetic, those are more feminine traits. You know, those are more things that you will find from a feminine character, a woman. So I feel like, you know, you give a woman a house, she's gonna make it a home.
No, that's true.
You give a woman
that's true
basic fruits and vegetables, she's gonna make it a meal.
No, that's true.
You give a woman, and this doesn't
really
even have anything to do with love or anything like that, because this is just kind of, I feel like, an innate response that this don't apply to every woman. This don't apply to everybody.
Everything.
We're biased because we're women, but of course, like I agree.
Give life. Think about it.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I was going with this. You give us semen, we're gonna give you a human being.
We bleed for a week and we don't die. Who do that?
All right,
Who does that?
Either way,
we bleed. Like, do you believe? Like, do you not know that like what?
I feel like
we're walking around bleeding.
I feel like
who does that?
All right, don't be dramatic. she on one. But for real, no, literally, I say all that to say that I feel like because of that sole reason alone, a woman is a prize. You get a woman, you're most likely gonna get all of those things. Like, and not to say that you don't need a man, because to really get all those things, you kind of need to have I
don't need a man.
Yin and yang. Yin and yang. You gotta have, you can't have one without the other.
So you feel like
if you're gonna make a child, you're gonna need a man. I'm sorry. If you want to do that,
these days I Google how much sperm bank costs.
She's off the deep end, y'all. I don't know where she's going with this. I don't know where she's going with this.
Sperm bank is sperm.
She's off the deep end, y'all.
$1,000 to $4,000.
Me,
it doesn't cost much to make a baby.
I want a man. I need a man. I ain't saying I need a man because I can't handle life. I'm saying I need a man because I want that touch. I'm a feminine creature. I need that masculine touch to balance myself out.
But
that's what I want.
Do y'all see the difference between it? Because she's in a relationship saying she needs a man. I'm single saying I don't need a man.
Don't drag it. Because I don't need a nigga for shit, period. Don't drag it. Don't drag it.
No.
But I'm saying.
No. You just said you need a man.
Okay, so if you call your mama right now and she be like, and you ask her, do you need my daddy? What's she gonna say?
She definitely needs my father. But he need her too to calm his ass down.
That's my fucking point. That's my fucking point.
It's the calming spirit from my dad.
That masculine touch, that masculine energy, that tactical, literal, all of that.
My mama let him know when he tripping.
It has to be balanced by a woman.
And he just look at her and be like, all right.
It has to be balanced by a woman. I feel like if men ruled this world, by your logic saying the man is the prize, if they use that rhetoric and they stop proposing to us and they start expecting us to propose to them and they start expecting us to basically offer them the opportunity, basically, because you're saying that they the prize, right? They need to be sought out after. They need to be chased. They need to be pursued, right? That's what she's saying. They need to be pursued. We need to chase these niggas. We need to buy these niggas flowers. We need to court them and let them know.
That ain't what I said.
We need y'all because it's more of us than y'all. So if y'all want us to be lesbians and scissoring somewhere, we need to be with y'all. Under your logic, that would be a fucking madhouse. Men, I don't feel like anybody can operate without one or the other. Like, first of all, we can't have all that masculine energy without no feminine energy.
Okay.
I'm just trying to eat you up. Okay, I'm just gonna eat up everything you just said because you was too confident.
Just going off in this generation.
She going off this. I'm going off in general.
Okay, we need each other. Is that what you want to say?
God
damn it!
I want you to defend. I want you to defend your answer.
You can agree to that. The ratio of men,
of course,
is like here. The ratio of women is up here.
But then again, I also feel like that's a little biased because a good woman and a good man, that's all subjective. Like if you ask,
but it depends on what your version of good is.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like if you ask a middle-aged stockbroker what's a good woman, his answer gonna be different from a 25-year-old rapper. Like them gonna be two different answers on what's a good woman. So good is subjective. Yeah. But in general, if we're speaking, I feel like, you know, one can't really exist without the other. We can't have that masculine energy without having that feminine touch at the same time. I just feel like, you know, women at the end of the day, we have to be aware of the power that we possess. And we have to kind of step in it a little more. I'm saying this because I'm talking to myself as well. I was talking to a friend and she one of them type of like really spiritual people. Like she's really spiritual.
Like me.
She's forcing it. She's not religious. She's spiritual. So I mean that in a sense of like she just looks at all religions and all spirits and all that type of stuff. And she was talking to me about like, you know, being in your ego and, you know, like she met a guy who they had so much in common and like they were really just perfect for each other and vibed out. And she said like being with him made her reach what she felt like was her divine feminine energy. And I was like, when I was listening to her, I'm like, girl, what that even mean? Like she it made me want to like look it up and like be like, what is this divine feminine? What does that mean? And so it just started talking about like traits that, you know, usually women possess and traits that usually men possess and how like, you know, everyone has masculine energy. Everyone has feminine energy. Just like we all have, you know, hormones. We all have male, a little bit of male, a little bit of female. Everybody has that in them, you know, just to create a human being. But certain traits come out when you dwell in one energy rather than the other. And so she was saying when she was with this guy, because she just felt so secure and she just felt so, you know, taken care of and comfortable, she was just in her divine energy. She said she was just, you know, more creative. She was more like, she was just more like lighter. Does
she smoke weed?
Of course. Who the fuck don't smoke weed?
I don't. Personally.
That's your first issue. That's your first problem.
No, it's not.
But
I don't like
not even that. I mean, it's different. Everybody's different. Yeah. You like to drink. I like to smoke. Everybody know that. Whatever.
but what I'm saying is, this just seems like somebody that.
This ain't no high shit. No, this ain't no high shit. Like she's a real deal business owner. She got a whole salon. Like she's a real deal like educated person. But I'm saying like she just kind of brought me a new perspective. You real. She religious. She ain't spiritual, y'all. She judgmental. No. She over here being judgy. She one of them old church folks that be like, I don't know about her pastor.
No, my best friend says that all the time.
She judgy, y'all. She's judgmental.
My best friend be like, bruh. No, I'm not judgy. I just have a third eye.
You can't say you have a third eye and be sitting here judging me talking about a spiritual woman. Like, you see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? What the fuck? Anyway, like I was saying, she just brought a new perspective to me. Like, you know, I feel like you can learn from anybody. You can learn from a fucking baby if you wanted to. Like, you can learn from anybody.
Oh, that's true.
And I felt like when I was listening to her, I was just like, wow, I never thought about it like that, you know? And it got me to thinking, like, the type of person I am, being so headstrong and independent, I'm always in masculine energy, I feel like, a lot of the time. Because I'm always, like, handling shit and making sure everybody's straight. And, like, you know, I'm always doing that when it comes to certain shit. Even with my job or just, like, my friends or, like, you know, I'm always listening to people's problems, giving them advice. I'm always, like, okay, I'm on grind mode. I'm on a schedule. Like, I'm always very literal about certain shit.
Yeah.
I don't really have time to sit back and just kind of bask in being, like, in the moment, like, you know, really enjoying things for what they are and being, you know, a little bit more reliant on how I feel rather than what makes sense. Men are very literal. They're going to go with what makes fucking sense. Women are, we're emotional. We're intuitive. Like, we are going to go with our intuition.
Yeah.
I don't do that as much because I just feel like I'm living a more realistic type of, like, I got to be realistic with shit. But it has to be a nice luxury to feel like you can just follow your man and let him like lead, you know? Like that's basically what she was telling me. Like she just felt so strong and so secure in that situation that where she was just like allowing him to lead, and she was just basking in her feminine energy, as she said. I thought that was really cool. I was like, wow, that's a different way to look at it. You know, everything's different for everybody, but that just made me look at it like, okay, what does it mean to be feminine? What does it mean to, like, really, what does that mean? Like, what is divine feminine energy? I don't know. It just made me do a little research. You're just looking like, bitch, I don't know what you're talking about. She's drunk, y'all. She's been checked out. She doesn't care. She's not really trying to understand.
That's not true.
She just think niggas is the prize, and she going to church on Sunday. That's all.
Period. I'm gonna be there.
That's all she has to say about anything.
And I'm gonna be there at church every Sunday, and I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
Cause
that's all you have to say. No rebuttal.
I'm gonna be there.
Are you gonna defend your answer, or are you gonna stick beside Jesus?
No.
Go to hell. Oh, Jesus.
No, what I'm basically just saying is, at the end of the day, who's the prize? At the end of the day, the prize is
Is your eyes on the prize?
No, the prize is all of us.
That was so. I'm sorry y'all had to sit
I
through
don't really
that
know
for that
what
type
else
of
to
ending.
say. I mean, it's just different. It comes with different situations. You just never.
Stand on your answer.
In this
Stand on your
generation
answer.
right now, the man is the prize.
And why is the man the prize? Give one final answer. I'm gonna give my one final answer, and that's just
the
it.
man is the prize because it ain't a lot of men out here that's trying to that's trying to be there, that's trying to have a family, that's trying not to have several bitches around, that's trying not to.
That sounds a little specific.
No, it's not.
It's some good men out here that.
How many married friends do you have?
I don't have any married friends, bitch. I'm only 27.
Exactly. That don't mean only 27. You're almost 30. What Kevin Samuel say? Rest in peace. But
I gotta go.
He did
she just took it too far.
He did say, like, after 35, you the leftover woman.
Okay. See, you want to know where you lose me right there? Everybody's on this fucking time frame. Everybody has this time frame in their head where they feel like, oh my God, if I'm not married by 30, I'm leftover. If I don't have a baby by 30, nobody wants me. I gotta hurry up. I gotta settle. I have to hurry up and settle because I don't want to have that title of being left over.
But no, settling. To be honest, I only have one married friend, Chelsea.
But I was gonna say, if you feel like you have to hurry up and marry somebody by a certain age, you're settling. Like, if you truly, like, honestly, if you feel like.
But do you want to be 45?
Of course not.
Okay.
But at the same time, if that's where life takes me, I'm not gonna hate my life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna be like, I'm left over and unused and unloved because I didn't get married.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Like,
that man was going hard on those women, but everybody was okay. This is
we ain't talking about him.
No,
please don't.
No. But listen,
my daddy loves Kevin Samuels, and I do not listen to that nigga. I do not.
I got something to say.
I don't identify with that.
I got something to say though. So the thing with Kevin Samuels, everybody was mad at him, but the man was literally just stating his opinion.
He was stating his opinion, but he was also very biased towards women. He had a very
he was stating his opinion, and you know what's so funny?
I can admit that I'm biased because I'm a woman, and I can't speak from a man's perspective ever. I can't talk about what men have to go through ever because I don't identify with that. I've never had to deal with that, so I can admit that I'm biased in certain ways because I can only speak from a woman's experience. But I don't like when people try to specialize in certain areas that they can't necessarily identify as. Like, I don't, just to be honest, I can't sit there and take your advice as to how I need to find a healthy relationship when you're not in a healthy relationship. He wasn't married. Who the fuck was he married to?
Nobody.
He died fucking somebody that he had just met the day before. Not judging because
he
shit,
wasn't.
we know I met people and just started talking to them. So I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, like, I can't necessarily take
Kevin Samuels was different, and I think he was very much hurt.
I mean, we ain't here for that. I ain't here to analyze him. I ain't here for that.
I'm not here to analyze him as well, but at the same time, the man was stating his opinion. We can say that. You can't be mad about how he definitely feels. Was he a little rude? Hell yeah. The way he was talking to women.
That's the bias. That's what I'm saying.
He was rude as hell.
You have an underlying issue with women at the end of the day, and it's just like, if you know you have that bias, like when I go to be a social worker, if I have a bias against people who are atheists and hate God and don't believe in, then I don't need to work with them because I know I have biases. I know that I'm gonna feel a certain type of way. So it's like, you know, if an atheist killed my mom and I gotta go treat an atheist, I might be feeling some type of way. That's just, I'm aware of biases. Like, I just feel like people dress it up as an opinion when really you have an underlying personal issue with that demographic and say that's fine.
You know what? I couldn't be no social worker because when they start talking that crazy ass shit, I'm just like, you just need the Lord.
You see what I'm saying, y'all?
I don't know what to say. I mean, we just gonna be praying for you.
She said, "Give it to God, Lord Jesus. Your kids might be getting took away, but give it to God. Give it to God." You know me. I'm gonna tell you, take some parenting classes. I'm gonna tell you,
because he's everything.
Get them felonies removed. Do something.
So more of the story is, who's the prize? It depends.
Y'all are the prize for watching us.
We are the prize.
Y'all the prize.
Y'all the prize.
Y'all the prize for walking with us. The real answer is,
I'm glad to be back, friend.
Y'all see, she just love talking shit. Toodles.
Bye.
You fucking